The Count Jack Fisco Network presents... The Great Realism Overhaul Mod! From Innocuous Beginnings, I present to you a mod that I can't remember the title of because I forgot to scroll up because I'm an idiot. The Great Realism Overhaul Mod by Panacea. Well, technically it's his YouTube name. His actual name for the mod is something else that I can't see on the screen because right now I have it on the wrong stupid part and I'm an idiot. Anyway, the information will be down below. So, some of the things this mod changes are the difficulty. It changes the combat. The difficulty was redone to make it a little more balanced for the new gameplay style that he created. So this actually looks really interesting. The words that he would use to describe it are intense and well balanced. The combat system. The new dynamic combat system, you and the NPCs are unable to turn around mid-tack. It makes it easier to dodge an incoming tack, but it also made it easier to miss your target. The new weapon damage. Every single weapon has now been redone entirely, and they do a lot more damage. There's now a completely new system that determines how much damage a weapon does. Being hit by any weapon is now a real threat if you want to avoid, as it would be in real life. This is one of the pivotal reasons, the weapons overhaul, that really attracted me to this mod when he gave me the link. New weapon speed. Every single weapon has now been given its own unique speed. This makes each weapon feel unique. It also made sense that a bigger sword swings a little slower than smaller and lighter swords. New armor rating system. There's now a completely new system for armor rating. Armor will now protect a lot more and is a very important part of combat, as it was in historical combat. Also, running in heavy armor drains your stamina, which makes sense. Shit's heavy as hell. This will also be a small challenge in the beginning, but you'll overcome as you become stronger, level up, and have more stamina. The mod reduces the health, stamina, and magicka you get per level. When you level up, you get 5 extra points instead of 10, so it cuts it in half. This way to make the player feel less reliant on a massive pool of HP and more reliant on actual skill during combat. The new health and regeneration system. Health regenerates very slowly. This means being injured is a real concern, which is realistic. So the more injured you are, the slower you move, which makes sense. It makes potions and foods very important to survive. Stamina regenerates a little slower, but when it becomes very low, it regenerates much slower. This is realistic because if you do something to complete exhaustion, you'll need a while before your body can recover air and pump enough blood into your muscles. Also, you cannot run at all when the stamina is at 0. This is to simulate that you're barely able to move at all because you've reached complete exhaustion. All of this stamina is an important factor to the new combat system. It has improved vanilla crafting recipes, adds hundreds of new recipes. You can now recycle most items. You now need tools to craft items, which kind of makes sense. Food effects have been redone, so they're actually more effective. Raw meat can cause damage to your health. Cooking foods is a good alternative to potions. Stealth has been redone. They've changed the way the sneaking works. Enemies now actually search for you for a lot longer, and they search a bigger area. Line of sight is actually now an important factor for the searching. They've reduced the carrying capacity, but they've also adjusted the weight of every single item so they actually are more sensible. Less carry weight bonus per level. When you level up stamina, you get a less carry weight bonus. As it makes sense, strength would carry more than stamina would, which is understandable. Perks have been improved and expanded. Some of the perks have been removed, others have been changed. Most of the perks you use now require you to be level 5 or 10 in that skill before you can unlock a perk. There's a much more dynamic economy. The ratio between selling prices and buying prices has been adjusted from 3 to 1.5, so the multiplier is lower. So in the vanilla game, you have to pay 3 times as much of the base value of the item. Item was worth 10 gold when you sell it. You'd have to buy it for 30 because of the 3 times, so it's actually been changed to only be 50% higher than the sell ratio, which is honestly a much more reasonable one. Loading screens are now much more immersive and lore-friendly. They replaced the old immersive breaking loading screens with epic, more interesting quotes from game books of all the Elder Scrolls games, which is actually a really awesome feature. The loot has been improved and is now realistic. You won't find gem or gold on animals or creatures anymore. He also drastically reduced the chances of ever finding Dwemer, Elven, Orcish, or Ebony gear in random loot. However, you'll still find these items if they're hand-placed. You will not find Daedric gear anywhere in the game. This makes sense as it is made in Oblivion, an entirely different plane of existence. You can craft it, however, if you know the dark secret. Daedric crafting mystery is a work in progress and still hasn't been added to the mod yet. Movement speed has been made more realistic, walking speed has increased, and running speed has been slowed down a tad, making it a lot more realistic. It also matches NPC speed, so you have less of a difference between NPCs and the players. NPC behavior has changed quite a bit. They're now a little less accurate with their bows. They also don't auto-dodge arrows anymore, which is, I'm sorry, that's a big thing for me, because that was really stupid that even if they didn't even detect you, they could sidestep an arrow, which made no sense. Most enemy stats are adjusted and changed to make sense. Dragons are made to be the bosses they deserve to be. Bandits are now adjusted to be the most capable of killing you if you don't fight smart. Most wild animals are now dangerous. However, a lot of them will not attack you unless you get too close. They will only defend their own territory. You also find smaller animals such as skeevers and mudcrabs will not attack you anymore. This makes sense as you're much bigger than they are and they wish to stay out of danger. If you find a creature that is not realistically difficult to fight, please report it. He hasn't touched any of the unique NPCs yet. Crime is now very expensive to pay off if you get caught. Used with the crime mod mentioned below, being a criminal is now a lot more fun and challenging. He changed the dynamic of the races so that each one actually feels more unique and different from each other. So that's another big change that he did. But that's enough details about what the mod's actually about. Now let's dive into it. Now, one thing I've done, and Panacea, you're going to have to let me know if I've missed anything. Oh, yeah, I looked up what the author is. According to the Elder Scrolls, not Wiki, what? The Nexus. It's Simtar123. Actually have a few weapons here. I meant to spawn all Elven stuff, but I obviously put in the wrong code like an idiot for some of these. So we're going to start with low-level Iron Sword. We're going to work our way up slowly through the different types of weapons. Actually, no, we were going to start with a dagger? Yeah, dagger. And we're going to slowly go through each weapon. I'm going to try to get each weapon about a 5-minute ratio in combat. But that's going to be actual combat. So we're going to try to find a dungeon and play through it like a little bit with this weapon and then stop midway and switch to another weapon kind of thing. So I really want to showcase what this thing's capable of. If we get into random fights along the way, all the better, because we can actually showcase that. So I'm really interested to see what this is like. I want to try to fight some animals. I want to definitely fight some bandits. I don't know if I'm going to get far enough to actually fight the dragons, but we know that they're a big threat from the description. And remember, guys, this is a work in progress. It's only version 0.4. So there's going to be a lot of bugs. There's going to be a lot of issues, but he's very receptive to feedback. So if you run into anything, just let him know. But anyway, since we accidentally gave ourselves glass stuff, we also have glass armor. It was supposed to be Elven, because that's literally the middle of the road level of stuff. And we're a level 0 character. Why the hell do I have necklaces and rings? Did I spawn with these? I must have spawned with this stuff. Okay, so we've got a full set of glass armor and we got some weaponry, and obviously we're moving a little on the slow side. I accidentally spawned 100. I meant to only spawn 1. So, yeah, I kind of screwed up on codes. So, yeah, this stuff's pretty freaking heavy, actually. But then again, we're a low-level character, so that makes sense. So I actually had to start in Riverwood, and I'm using the another life mod. So we should actually... Oh, it's so weird with Ebonvale not being there. That's trippy. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, wow, I can't even sprint in this armor? Really? Never mind, I'm an idiot. My wages exceeded. It wasn't the bug at all. I'm just really, really stupid. Never mind. So I need to drop some stuff here. I'm gonna have to use some temporary storage here. Fast travel back. And use this to store my stuff for now. So I wasn't even thinking. It's like, yeah, the mod, he reduced the weight. It would make sense that I can't carry a ton of crap. Didn't even occur to me that that's what was causing the problem. It's going to be a while before we use the higher-end weapons, so I'm going to drop the heavy stuff on here. Alright, so we'll put the scimitar away. So we'll just have to showcase a weapon and come back here and swap. That's totally fine. But I guess somewhere else. Or I can just stuff it in the... Stop staring at the ceiling.
Now, if you're going to get those keys...
Try that again. Alright, so we do have some extra items I'm going to go ahead and dump in the locker because we want minimum weight for what we're doing here. Do you not have a thing for me to cook in here? Well, that sucks. Bro, you let me down. So a lot of the more diverse parts of this mod, like the economy and stuff, I might touch on it because I'm buying and selling stuff as I go. And obviously you guys saw the information that it's basically a better ratio of buying and selling. But some of the things I'm not really going to touch on the mod because that's not what I'm showcasing. What I want to showcase really is the combat. That's not to say the rest of the stuff isn't cool, I'm just not focused on that. Also, Panacea, if I miss any weapons that are actually unique, that aren't the general category of like dagger, sword, longsword, you know, two-handed sword, let me know. I'll go back and spawn those to showcase what they're capable of. So, yeah, I want to try to cover as many of the weapons that are unique as possible. Stop wasting all your stamina, stupid. Different stamina system than you're used to. Stop sprinting everywhere. Yeah, Panacea, there's stuff that I'm missing. Next time I won't spawn glass versions of it. I want to try to get Elven, because it's middle-of-the-road gear. Because I kind of wanted a middle-of-the-road showcase, even though you said those are rarer loots, but I didn't want... That was English. I didn't want to go entirely with, like, iron or steel, even though that's what people will mostly have access to in the beginning. So this should be some bandits or something. Yep.
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a heat.
Well, that's certainly more challenging than before. We're actually going to level up because we need the extra strength. Alright, so having more stamina is nice, but they said health akins to strength. So, let's put the points there. Can't really level anything up yet, I don't think. Okay, apparently we can put points into two-handed. Oh, these really are different trees. Interesting. When your fighting stance properly, 5% less attack on power stances. Nice. We are running with light armor. 25% chance to avoid half damage from a melee attack while wearing all light armor. Nice. We don't have enough points, but yeah, they really redid the whole tree. That's actually really, really cool. Ow. No, you don't. Back off. Take that, move on. No blocking. No blocking for you, sir. Alright. Now, obviously, we're not going to keep all the crap we're picking up. I just want to get it so I can move inside, sort through it, and drop it. Okay, let's go through our gear. Okay, that got rid of quite a bit of it. In purse. We should be back to sprintable speeds. Take us up. Oh, yeah, we're going up. Duh. That would make sense. I knew that! I was just testing the rotary specs and the gird. I'm retarded. Anyway. So far, I'm liking this. Combat definitely feels different. And considering with the old system, I was either way underpowered or way overpowered. There was no middle ground, unfortunately. And we're kind of saying, stop sprinting when you don't need to, cam check. Jeebus. That's something I'm going to have to get used to while testing this. I'm so used to sprinting everywhere. Then just chugging, you know, booze and then sprinting some more. Not a good habit to have. Alright, I'm actually going to try some of the food to heal. 5 points, 430 seconds. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it in light armors. That's what we're wearing anyway. So we have a 25% chance to avoid damage from melee attack. Yeah, we're wearing all light armor. Yeah, it's white. I spray painted it. All light armor. So we actually have access to some of the lower end schools, and I like how the tree is different. That's actually really, really cool. Stop sprinting! Save it for combat, stupid. Which you're gonna need momentarily, because you're an idiot. Doing this with no stamina is gonna suck. That's your own damn fault. Okay.
Gonna split your back.
What can I grab? Let's get the lockpick, leave everything else.
Purse.
Dagger's definitely fast, and it's doing some good hits, so it does feel more useful. Okay, don't want any of that. Where's... Oh, you're over there. That's why you were hitting me when I was blocking. Jerk. Alright. Yeah, they're definitely missing. They're not just hitting every single time like they used to. That was a little ridiculous that everybody had, like, perfect accuracy with bows! That works! We leveled up again. I will take the seared slaughter fish. Thank you for the meal, sir. You have a lovely day. So we can level up block, or we can zip over here and we have access to quite a few things. Basics of knife fighting and daggers will do 5% more damage. Basics of fist fighting. Swordsmanship. What is mercenary? Mace fighting. Axe fighting. Nice. I don't want to put it in any particular tree because we are going to be playing with all the weapons, so think I'm probably gonna put it into block, because until we're using two-handed weapons, the shield will be useful. Block 5% more damage. That works. And we actually have a little more health. Yeah, I'm gonna alternate between health and stamina, because we're basically making a brawler character for the sake of looking into this. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoyed them. So you all take care of yourselves, and if you want to see more of me, keep up the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave a comment below. Please remember to tag that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.